Hello.
Hey guys, welcome to the GPP podcast.
Who is that?
What do you what do you mean, John? This is how I've always talked.
Where's Andy at?
It's me, Andy.
Who's sitting next to
your
me?
good friend and pal.
Andy?
Let's go.
You're 2 feet tall. What happened to you?
I
You sound like it anyways.
I don't know what you mean. I've always been this small, but my heart's strong.
You're battling something.
Yeah. The evil dragon Gorgamon.
Where? What the hell? This is a podcast, dude.
He's trying to steal my sugary cereal, Andy Ruse. You can the sweet, delicious, chocolatey flavor of a great Andy Ruse makes a great balanced breakfast.
Are those the ones? Wait, shut up for a sec. Are those the ones that are like at Hy-Vee right now, available for $1.99?
Close, John. They're actually $5.39.
Available at retailers near you?
Yeah. And man, I tell you what, they're really good, and you should definitely get them.
Wait,
check them out now.
Don't they have the classic prizes inside like you did in the early
like
2000s?
rusty nails, a gun, and a hard drive.
All exclusively from the GigaPals podcast?
Yeah. And if you use the code GigaPals20 at checkout.
What happens?
You'll get it for free. You can just walk out with it. You
We
don't even
lose
have
all
to,
money when you do
yeah,
that.
you don't even have to pay for it. You can just walk out with it. Yeah.
And by the way, it just looks like every other cereal. So like Cheerios, Lucky Charms, like just take a box of that because that's ours.
Yeah.
And just use
It's
that code.
camouflaged really well.
Just use that code.
And scene.
And
So
scene.
that was our new segment. Funny intro bit to start the podcast.
I knew that was happening.
Yeah, John, we had totally discussed that beforehand. So I think that turned out really well. Leave your opinions in the comments below and, whatever.
Should we be quirky every intro? Yes or no?
Right? Yeah. Do you like us? Yes or no?
Do you like me?
John is single and ready to mingle.
Would you date me?
Some would
Leave
say
a comment.
Some would say he's desperate to mingle.
Some would say. I wouldn't.
I would. So that makes us one for
Well,
one.
leave it.
You can be the tiebreaker. Comment down below.
Leave a comment. But not about that part. Comment if you date me.
Yeah. Let's get our boys some bussy.
No.
Well, you
They say that a lot in that movie I was telling you about.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Explain the plot of the movie and also the title of the movie for anyone
Okay.
interested.
So the title of the movie is Please Don't Destroy the Treasure of Foggy Mountain. It is a Peacock original. If you have Peacock, I'd recommend watching it. It's about these like 20-something-year-olds. And they're like, out of high school, they're working at like one of their dad's like store that they owned. And like one of the dudes is feeling like left out because those are like the only friends he has. So he gets this idea about searching for a treasure in Foggy Mountain that they went to as a kid. And they like found this compass when they were kids, but like they just thought it was a cool compass. But then he found out there's like a treasure up there. So they like go on this crazy trip, and there's like these lady park rangers that the dude like falls for. Comes up with some pretty good bits, but I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to spoil nothing if they find it or nothing. Very funny. It's really stupid. It's a dumb movie, but it's like kind of meant to be like that, so it's really funny. Just like the way the humor is. Mm-hmm. The acting's kind of bad, but Conan O'Brien's in it. He plays the dad. He does a really good job. And there's other names in it, but I'm not gonna say them because it's kind of like a twist. But yeah, please watch it. It's really funny.
Okay,
We should
yeah.
watch it
We should.
after this.
That would. Oh yeah, I'm down.
Would you be down?
Yeah, I'm down. Also, we're recording. Today is Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
And the groundhog that like predicts the weather said it's
What do you
gonna be
say?
in early spring.
Let's go.
So,
In celebration, I've been groundhogging all day.
is that like slang for something? Or
Yeah.
What is it?
It's so you know when you like poop
Yeah.
and like it like kind of like goes back in.
Oh, prairie dogging.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it's like a regional thing, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I've heard groundhogging, prairie dogging, but that's just dialect aside. Like that's just what I've been doing, dude.
So
Like
you're
all day
saying
in
there's, like, a little
celebration.
poop nugget stuck between your butt cheeks right now?
Yeah, why do you think I'd put a towel down before sitting on your couch?
Oh. Well, at least you're courteous about it.
Yeah, I'm not a dick.
Did you know that they did a Groundhog Day in back in Europe, but there weren't any groundhogs. They used hedgehogs instead.
Actually,
Yeah.
what did the hedgehogs do?
The same thing the groundhog does. I guess there's like a thing
Except spikier.
in Germany. We're not looking any of this up, so if we're wrong,
Did you make that up?
no, I didn't. At least I don't think I did.
Oh, you just knew that.
My colleagues at work, at the place I do business, we were having a little discussion about Groundhog Day because it's Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
So
Okay. I'll have to check that out. If like other places do it different or
yeah.
what.
Well, so I work like a lot with like Microsoft stuff, and we've gotten introduced to their AI.
Dude, you're gonna scare girls away with that.
What?
I'm like really experienced with Microsoft and like
Yeah, like the
that's a real chick
like the
magnet.
super big and important like company.
Andy,
like
I'm trying to get laid on this
I'm-
podcast, and
I'm
you're
kind of
scaring
like
everyone
I'm kind of
away.
like a Silicon Valley millionaire, basically. So like, hit me up if you
Like
got like
what?
a cool idea that I could put my millions of dollars into, because I am a millionaire, of course.
How do you think we can afford this podcast?
Yeah, our elaborate studio with like the slide and the limousine.
And they're not $50 microphones.
Yeah, these are like $200.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched Ghostbusters. Hello? Hello? John, you know I could have just put a filter over that. You,
That's no fun.
but
That's more work you're doing that I just did for you.
thanks. You should consider just like editing the videos.
Yeah, I need a computer first.
God, John, why didn't you buy that instead of a car, you dumbass? Nah, but for real.
For real what? Sorry, I forgot what we were talking about.
Oh, I watched Ghostbusters.
Oh, yeah? For the first time?
No,
Oh.
it was actually one of my favorite movies growing up.
Yeah.
I had the movies on DVD and I watch them all the time. I had a Ghostbusters shirt that glowed in the dark. I played the Ghostbusters video game a lot.
That's cool.
And it's still a really good movie.
Yeah.
I actually laughed out loud a couple of times.
It's got some cool special effects.
Yeah, especially for like the 80s.
Visual effects, yeah.
They're also kind of funny in retrospect because
Yeah.
some of them are really bad. They're really from the 80s.
Yeah. What was I watching on TV the other day that had like a weird puppet? Oh, yeah, Tremors.
Tremors.
Yeah, have you ever seen that?
I have actually.
The Kev?
That's, or wait, no, we were. I was talking about this like New Year's Eve with my girlfriend and my roommate. Because I think I saw it like probably 6 or 7 years ago.
Okay.
No, even longer. Probably would have been like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But like it was on like cable one day, I think.
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing like the giant worm. But like
The
I
weird,
saw like
puppet
the
with the other
I saw
worms
like
inside
that
it.
yeah I saw like the ass end of the 30 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
So like I had no idea who anybody was or what was going on, but I saw a giant worm.
That movie has probably the best F-bomb that I've ever seen in a movie. If I'm being honest.
Which F?
Don't make me say it, dude.
Say it, John. I don't know what one you're talking about.
Okay, this is just because I'm quoting Kevin Bacon. Beep you.
Oh.
That was Andy beeping that out.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
No, but like he says it really funny,
Mm-hmm.
and like his face and everything is just really funny. He's like,
He's like a Telltale character.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Do that again for the podcast.
Yeah, for all you
do that in the mic.
For all you listeners out there, we're referencing our favorite meme
Yeah.
where a guy reacts like a Telltale character.
It's
and
like his friend getting shot.
Yeah, it looks just like it, really. And for all our viewers, I don't know why you're watching this. There's no video, but John was making the face.
Yeah. And it was really good.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I think he should do it more often.
I'll do it for D&D.
Yeah. Like anytime something mildly shocking happens, you should do it.
Yeah, man. Civil War.
Yeah, that's like actually probably gonna. I don't think it's gonna happen. It's surprising how like it's not a very big deal.
Yeah.
You'd think more people would be freaking out about it.
I've barely seen it like covered on like news. Which is interesting.
I don't think.
I saw like one TikTok page do it, and then I like looked it up and saw it was a real thing.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
I'm no expert on these things, but I think when it's the military power that the president has under his command versus the National Guard of a couple of states, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know really what they do. I would hope that two Americans wouldn't shoot each other down over a fence, but
Right.
you know, whatever.
I saw some like videos. They're like, there's like tons of people getting in that shouldn't be. Like there's like one like known like gang that like was just walking through, and a lot of Texans were like, no, I don't want that. I can't remember what it was specifically, but like it was something along the lines of that I saw a video of.
Yeah.
And it was like a wanted like thing. It was crazy.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of wanted people leaving America to Mexico too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not. I think what Joe Biden should do is he should drone strike the fence, because the whole thing's over them like putting barbed wire on it.
Yeah.
So just blow it up. And then fill the crater with like magma or something.
Right before elections.
Yeah, right before elections. Spend hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollars to just blow up our own
Blow
fence.
something up.
That'd be sick. Well, he's getting sued for like complacent, like something about like the stuff that's going on in Israel and Palestine. So
Really?
I don't think he's doing very well.
Yeah.
So who knows, guys? It might be
wanna-
4 more years of Trump.
Yeah, I don't want to vote this year, dude.
Well, you know,
Guys, vote third party, please.
that definitely will work. It's not like the system's rigged at all.
All the people hearing me, please
All
vote third
guys,
party.
please.
For the voice of the people.
For the voice of the people. Yep. So that was our new segment.
With how much we know about politics.
Yeah, very important and serious news topics covered by a bunch of ignorant white boys.
Like 20-year-olds.
Yeah, we know all about all that stuff. We're very well educated. I've been reading a lot recently.
Really?
Yeah, I finished a book.
What book?
Called The Hidden Life of Trees. And it's all about trees and
I
how
saw a
they
movie about
communicate. It seems to be like a really popular book, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was like a movie or a documentary.
I'm pretty sure I saw the movie.
Was it like kind of educational more?
It was pretty educational. So like,
What's it about?
so there's this guy. It kind of like goes through the backstory thing, but it's this dude. And when he was younger, he wanted to be like a businessman.
Mm-hmm.
So what he did, he kind of went out and he found this place where there are these trees, but they're really like fluffy and like soft.
Shut
so
the fuck up. That's not.
Would take them and he
I'd
made them into
kill
these
you,
things
I'd
called
kill you, I'd kill you.
thneeds.
You're dead, John. You're fucking dead.
I was trying not to crack that entire time.
God, John's such a
No,
jerk.
but it's called the Lorax, dude. Was that what the book was?
No, like it's like super interesting because like trees will like actually communicate with each other by sending like impulses through their roots using like colonies of fungi as like telephone wire, and they'd like communicate that way.
What do they say to each other?
It's just like, I mean, I don't know exactly what they say, but it's like basic shit like, oh damn, there's somebody eating my motherfucking leaves, watch out guys. Because then they'll like release like a chemical into their leaves that makes it like super bitter, and then the bugs won't eat the leaves anymore and they'll get left alone. Yeah,
That's interesting.
and I learned a whole bunch about like how trees grow and like their life cycles. Problem is it's one of those books that just like made me feel bad for being like a human, because it really humanizes the trees.
Personifies,
Yeah,
yeah.
like I mean they really do operate on like an intelligence that I had never really kind of thought about before. Like they communicate with each other. They can have beef with other trees, especially like if they're like even trees that are like the same species. Like in the book, it uses the beech tree as an example a lot because like it's all from this forester guy in Germany, and this like forest that he tends to. But like beech trees, they'll set up like a whole network and they'll be like homies. And like even if like a tree gets struck down, like they'll keep sending nutrients to it so it can stay alive and stuff. So even when it like isn't providing any benefit to the forest, like it's not putting up any shade or doing anything, they'll still like take care of it. But like if an oak tree shows up, they fuck that guy's shit up. They like try and draw in like extra nutrients to try and starve it out and stuff like that. So yeah, it's like super cool book.
You think like I think a lot of things run on intelligence that we don't think about.
I think we have like a very narrow idea of like intelligence, just as in like us, like we're intelligent. But I think like communication is just like a basic skill for life in general. Even if it's not like us, like, hey, you need to do your taxes. Like, just communicating like, oh shit, there's a guy that eats us.
Yeah.
And he's like over there. So then all the other like little krill or shrimp are all like, oh shit, let's go the other way, gang. You know? I think stuff like that is proof that I think all life has some amount of intelligence. Except for like jellyfish, I think. I don't think they do anything.
They don't run nothing.
Like I don't even understand what they are.
They eat, don't they?
They do, but like I think that honestly they might be aliens. They have like no biology that is like anything else in the world. They don't have brains. I don't think they have like a normal digestive system. I think they just like
it's just a living
thing,
blob that exists.
And they can live for like ever.
Yeah.
Because they're just like nothing. So yeah, I finished that book. That was really good.
Cool.
Shout out to my girlfriend because she let me borrow it. She bought it from Barnes and Noble even. So you know she.
So it was like up.
Yeah, she dropped a pretty penny on it. We couldn't find it at like half price bookstores. So. And then I got a library card, and so I'm reading a book about people taking down statues.
Oh.
Because that was something that was kind of interesting to me.
It's been like kind of relevant within the past like 10 years.
Yeah, like in 2020 they were taking a lot down. But what's interesting about the book is it examines it in a wider course of history. So like the first chapter that I finished was about when like the revolutionaries tore down King George III's statue in New York. So that was from like the point of view of like, he's not our king anymore. Fuck this guy.
Yeah.
They used his statue to make musket balls to shoot at the British guys.
That's pretty hard.
That's pretty badass. And it really like kind of humanizes like, because I think about like history and like people back in the day a lot. Like they were like you and me.
Yeah.
Like some people like stole parts of the statue and just kept it.
Yeah.
Like one guy like dug up a hand in his backyard from the statue and was like, holy shit. But yeah, so it was like really interesting because it also covers like all the history around it and about it. And now they're talking about this British guy, this Duke. He's like the second son of the king. This was in like the 1800s. But he got a statue up because he beat up a bunch of Scottish revolutionaries or upstarts. And he committed like horrible acts. He like told his men to like kill all the women and children that were running away, like leave no survivors, like bash their heads in like a baby seal on club day.
Yeah.
And they covered it up for a bit, but they're getting to the part where like people are like realizing like he did some fucked up shit. So
yeah.
It's only a matter of time before they take his statue down.
That's cool.
Yeah. But I personally, because I don't think statues should exist, like of people anyway.
Yeah.
Because like even if it's like a super important person like Winston Churchill or George Washington or like any of those guys, yeah, they like led the cause or they played a major role in it. But like any big thing that like humanity has ever done ever anywhere has always been done by like a large group of people. You know, like it wasn't just George Washington himself who won the Revolutionary War. It wasn't just Martin Luther King Jr. who did all the civil rights stuff. And when you like put all of that onto one person, it like ignores all of the other people who had like important parts to play. Like I don't even know most of the other people around any of that other stuff because they just got swallowed up by it.
I think putting a face on something on something just makes it easier to like remember.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know, like a monument for everyone would be cool, but it's not as like personal.
Well, I think
personal,
I think monuments are cool, and it would be cool to see them, but it'd be cooler if they were like, I don't know, like even a group of people, you know, like that picture of that painting of George Washington crossing the Delaware. Yeah. Like, yeah, he's like the main focus and like the star of the show, but like at least there's other people there. Yeah. Like there's he wasn't the one rowing the boat, but he was telling them where to go. You know, that like that's how life is. But I think more abstract stuff would be cool, or just like I don't know, less people. I think people are kind of lame as like statues. It'd be cool. Maybe if like they were like naked with like a little fig leaf covering them. If every statue was that would be one.
Was
thing.
Literally just David, but
yeah, but like the head is replaced with the person.
Even the girls.
But yeah,
So
And
the
then,
Statue of Liberty, you want to tear it down?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's not even a real lady. So that's okay.
She's a real statue, dude.
But if like they could make like a statue of the Hamburglar, and I'd be okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's like not a real person, so who gives a shit?
How much would you spend on that?
Probably like $5,000 for like a statue of the Hamburger. I want it to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like be like 1-to-1 scale at least.
Yeah.
Make it out of like steel or something. It'd be cool if it's made out of
Gold.
copper, not gold. That'd be so much money. I mean, I could probably swing like a gold leaf around it, like gold plating.
Yeah.
But not like all gold.
Yeah.
And then I got another book about radium. You know, radium?
No.
It's like a radioactive material that they used to put in like everything. And like if you go to like antique malls and stuff, you can find like radium.
Oh, the glass.
Yeah, like the glass that glows under UV light.
People have like whole rooms dedicated to that.
It's like radioactive too. So it's I because I thought it was interesting because I've never really I haven't even started it yet, but like I've never seen like the whole history of like all of that shit, because it's one of those things that's like these people use this stuff and it was actually giving them cancer.
Yeah, just like as an everyday.
Yeah, and I want to know the history of that. And like I don't know, like it's like I would read a book about the history of asbestos. I want to know who thought it was a good idea to put it in there without, but like I guess you know like you don't get cancer for like 20, 30 years,
right?
And that's after like daily exposure to it. So a lot of times they just did not know. It's like vaping.
Yeah. Like
definitely something fuck's gonna happen. I mean, you don't know yet.
Yeah.
It's too soon to tell.
Yeah, there's like 0 cases of things bad things that have happened to people vaping.
And I mean, it was like that with smoking too, like in the 50s and stuff, man.
It was healthy.
Smoking inside?
That was the shit,
you were
dude.
encouraged to smoke? It was cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Smoking is cool, by the way.
Everyone do it. I don't do it, but
John
you guys
doesn't
should.
do it, and
it's too late for me.
I don't do it anymore, but man, do I miss it.
You used to smoke?
Not, I guess, I mean, I vaped. I used to vape.
Oh.
I did used to smoke, though.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Like when I first turned 18.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, but this like smells and tastes horrible. So I was like,
you grew a brain.
What's this Juul device, Stu?
It is apple flavored.
And then I never looked back. Until now. Now I look back every day.
Unless you're at D&D.
Yeah. I think I'm going to stop doing that, though. I either need to stop doing that or just give up.
Yeah.
Because it's like, that's not helping the situation. Making it worse, I think.
Yeah.
Because I just get reset every week. So, yeah. From this day forward, no more.
Anyone listening to it, hold them to that.
Yeah. I'm going to be real mean.
I'll hold them to it.
I do think, though, genuinely going through the withdrawals of no nicotine has had a negative impact on most, if not all, of my relationships. Just because, like, my temper's gotten a lot shorter. Yeah. I'm, like, more stressed out all the time. I'm not ever in a good mood.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way to, like, ever, like, chill out, really. Become more high strung. So yeah, my entire life is worse without nicotine, and it's gonna take a long time for it to get better. Like genuinely, like 3 months of actual 0% nicotine for like my body to start resetting back to normal.
Is your girlfriend quitting too?
She never did it.
Oh, okay.
So.
Well, that's like helpful at least.
Yeah. Me and Henry aren't doing it.
Yeah.
And we both are of the same mind.
Yeah.
That we don't want to, but we are. And it sucks and every day's hell. But whatever. I'm sure I'll live longer.
Whatever, yo.
Sure, I'm sure I'll get to see the world fall apart for a few more years.
You'll be alive for it.
Right.
Yeah. I've never been addicted to nicotine.
You should try it, John. It's a wonderful thing.
I'll bear this burden for you, Andy.
Yeah, we just swap. That's how we do
I'll
it.
chain vape in front of you.
I'd probably actually beat you up. Have you ever seen The Crow starring Brandon Lee?
No. The
Damn.
movie?
Yeah.
I don't think I have.
Oh, I got it right here. I got it from the library.
Oh. Okay.
I'm kind of like in my edgy era because I also got Blade.
I think I saw Blade. Maybe I didn't, actually.
If there,
No, I didn't
I
see
want
Blade.
them to make that. I want them to make that in like the modern video game. I want a Blade game.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say movie. And I'm like, those
No.
are not coming out
No.
good.
No.
Roadhouse.
That would be a good game.
A good game, but they're making the movie.
I'm so tired of people remaking shit.
It's so stupid.
I'm like, make something new.
It's going to piss everyone off
Make
that love
something
the
new.
original movie.
Right. And it's not going to do well because it's not going to, like...
Yeah, make something new.
Make something new.
You won the writer's strike.
Make a new
something
movie.
good. Make it worth the extra money you got.
Right? Yeah, Jesus Christ, guys.
Tired of live action Disney movies that were.
Oh my God. Well, it's like literally
Whittly.
it's already out there. Like what?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I haven't really watched that many of them, but I don't think they change enough for it to validate it existing. Like I'm fine with you making it into live action. If you make it different from the animated one.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it's a different... it's the same story, but you told it differently enough that it's a new thing
Yep.
that has its own takeaways and stuff. And then you could watch both of them, and it wouldn't be like watching the same damn
Right.
movie twice. But one's worse.
But you're excited for Avatar, right?
No, not
No?
really. Again, and this is even more so. Avatar, I think if you're going to remake something, it should be something that was flawed. Something like a 6.
If they remade the live action movie.
Yeah, well, again, I don't get it because Avatar is already like a masterpiece. So why does it need to be retold?
I think
What are you changing, and how is it not for the worse? What validates this story being told again, except money?
there's different things you can do with live action versus animated.
Mm-hmm.
I think with live action, they could make it more gritty if they wanted to.
I heard that it's gonna appeal more to like young adults versus like children.
Yeah. I think that's something a lot of people would like.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't care and you're watching Avatar, it's like, okay, you're kind of reliving your childhood watching this really great show. But you're also just kind of watching a kid's cartoon.
Yeah.
It's a great kid's cartoon. But I think having something more adult would be really enjoyable. I don't know. That's just my thought on it.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
Well, like a good example is like the One Piece live action. I haven't seen it, but it's told everything in a different enough way, and it's restructured the story while still keeping it like the One Piece story.
Mm-hmm.
But it restructured it in a way that's a lot more streamlined, and it's gotten like a whole crap ton of new people into like the fandom.
Yeah.
And that's always cool to see. So like do that. I don't know. Then were the original creators on this project, but then they like left or something?
I can't remember. It's been like rumored for so long, and so many different things have happened that I just don't remember.
I don't know. I just think he could have made something else. They could have made something about Kyoshi.
Like a spinoff?
Yeah. Build them on the lore. The characters had their arc.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be nice to see some other people. Because I can't think of a single thing I'd want to see remastered or redone if the original already exists. Like, yeah, no, I got nothing. I'm thinking more of like video games because that's
Okay.
there's a lot more problems with that versus like movies and shows and stuff. Because like if you don't have the original console and the original disc, who knows how much that will cost you, and like you can't emulate it, then you're kind of just crap out of luck.
I think there's some TV shows that would be decent. That like were good but had flaws. I'm rewatching Lost. I probably talked about it last podcast. But like, there's a lot of things that's really good about it, but some stuff that was just like super lazy and just not well thought of.
Yeah.
I feel like if they had more time to like think out like the whole story, it would be a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying they should, but I don't know. It'd be interesting if they did
the
that.
The sequel trilogy to Star Wars.
Yeah.
But again, instead of that, I'd rather see stuff in the Old Republic universe.
That everyone wants that.
Again, but I also don't want that because they're gonna fuck it up if they do it now.
Yeah. But no, I agree that the sequel trilogy, it'd be cool if they redid it and made people...
And just had one
make it so people liked it.
Direct all three of them.
Yeah.
Instead of handing it around.
Yep.
I don't understand why.
That's crazy.
I don't understand.
Now it's canon. I rewatched the original Clone Wars. It's the Clone Wars that actually came out before. It came out after episode 2 and before episode 3. It's the 2D animated one.
Oh, the one by Gendy
Yes.
Tartakovsky. Yeah. Dude, that show is so awesome.
Freaking sweet, dude. Every episode is like smack you in the face action.
Yeah, he's such a good...
It's such a cool animation
He's such a
style.
great, like Samurai Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever watch Symbiotic Titan?
I did not. I've never even heard of that.
It was on Cartoon Network for a little bit. It got canceled prematurely. That show is really good by him. I mean, he obviously did the Clone Wars. He's done a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And he's done... I think he worked on, like, Powerpuff Girls for a bit, too.
Yeah, that looks like the same art stylish.
But, yeah. No, he's cool.
Yeah. I wish more stuff from that show was, like, brought back and referenced at least. Because they had, like, some unique, like, aliens and, like... General Grievous is like 5 times harder in that than in the movies or the new Clone Wars show. He kills like 4 Jedi in one fight using his arms and legs.
Well,
and he's
like
insanely
made to
cool.
do that.
Yeah.
Like he was literally crafted.
He's insanely badass. He should be at least.
Right.
But he just kind of runs away from everything in the 3D Clone Wars and...
Well, that's kind of the problem with the prequel trilogy. They didn't, like... They had really good villains, but they didn't...
They only lasted, like, one...
And they didn't really build them up in the movies enough.
Yeah.
I think they should have been introduced more. There should have been more fights, and there should have been more moments where like I feel like there are some times where like maybe they should have had to run, like should have run away.
Mm-hmm.
Like it would have been cool if like in the Clone Wars movie, like General Grievous shows up in the beginning, and like he's like kicking Anakin and Obi-Wan's ass, and like they actually have to like run away,
Yeah.
to not get killed.
Yeah.
And then that shows how dangerous he is. And then in Revenge of the Sith, right,
Yeah.
when Obi-Wan finally beats General Grievous, that's like a super cool moment.
You're right. Yeah. Yeah, and that came out after episode 3, so like I don't know. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Yeah, it would be cool. And I think that's what the 3D Clone Wars did good a lot, like with the show.
Yeah,
is, like,
they
you know,
really did build a lot.
They brought back like a Darth Maul and stuff. Made him like gave him actual reason that he's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually like gave some cool story and build up to those characters, but it was like after the movie came out.
Yeah. Well, that's all I had.
Yeah.
All right. I think that was a passionate 40 minutes.
Yeah. Me too.
All right. Well, if you guys enjoyed this podcast episode, leave a like.
Leave a like.
If you didn't, leave a thumbs down. I don't think we'll be able to tell.
Yeah. Thanks, YouTube.
Yeah, it really saved my feelings.
We're one of the few people that impacted.
Yeah, we were like the shadow government for YouTube. Pulling the strings.
Yep, cool.
Um,
Bye.
Bye.